Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this replay between WhiteRa and Tarson here on Lost Temple. Siege tanks are on that high ground. I'm going to go ahead and get this replay started once again. Zealots being warped in by this pylon, and Stalkers and Raven in the air trying to offer a little bit of support, trying to make sure that no Dark Templars come on through. So very nicely done. There is one single auto turret down here. In harvester count, however, WhiteRa sitting on 39 harvesters compared to Tarson's 17. So that is a heavy loss for WhiteRa. For Tarson. WhiteRa now going up to a 7 gate with a single robotics facility. That Dark Shrine, and my apologies that I missed it. That is absolutely huge that WhiteRa was able to sneak in a couple Dark Templars the way he did. SCV now repairing the rest of these buildings or rest of these units. Perhaps also will try to repair that Raven. Hunter or the Seeker missiles not being researched. No durable materials research or the reactor. I think it's a reactor. Can't see the name of the ability. Anyways, SCV also repairing this orbital command. Tarson significantly behind at this stage in the game. He really needs to do something gutsy in order to pull off the win. Siege tanks on this high ground offering support. Army-wise, we have WhiteRa sitting at 1500 against Tarson's 1800. Now Tarson really needs to move out, perhaps try to deal some damage. Will WhiteRa see these? No, WhiteRa will not see these Marauders being moved out. He did see a single auto turret there. That's funny that an auto turret counts as a building, so that you can still see it during the fog of war. SCV quickly getting taken down. Marauder quickly making short work of that pylon, so that pylon now taken down, and that Dark Templar dealing 45 damage a slash will not able to catch up to that SCV yet. But however, there are some probes being transferred to this high yield mineral location. Immortals, Zealots, and Stalkers standing by this Zelnaga watchtower. Siege tanks and Marauders once again on the move, and this is going to be a very difficult fight. Tarson and now sieging up sees that there are in fact some units over. No, does he? I don't think that Tarson sees that there are Immortals sitting over here. Are they going to come in through this sneaky back door and then be able to press in onto the main base? It looks that that's what WhiteRa wants to do. Immortal is going to make short work of that destructible rocks. And now Dark Templars within the base once again. No scanner sweep, no energy, no missile turrets. What a horrible play by Tarson at this stage. Marauders making short work of this Nexus. However, the main base now going to get overrun as it was able to come up and down and destroy these destructible rocks. Sentries now taking down this engineering bay, and it looks to be a base race by both players. Both players wanting to deal as much damage as they can. Perhaps Tarson should start trying to fly this orbital command center over to the top left corner as these units continue to deal damage towards each other. However, WhiteRa with Void Rays gonna make short work of this Marauder and Siege tank army. Those auto turrets were dropped down in order to try to take down those Void Rays, but 3 Void Rays, I don't care how many Void Rays against an army of Marauders and Siege tanks, and it's gonna be GG. Tarson losing game 2 in this best of 3 matchup, and he says, well played, good luck in the next round. I do have a game 3, however, so I will go ahead and cast that game as well. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 here on Steps of War.